Hey guys, welcome back to the house where we talk news, celebrities, and hot topics. I'm super excited because today's video is sponsored by celestesnest.net. You guys know that these are my favorite body washes and butters of all time. We have the African Forest with jojoba. I have not used this one yet, but it smells really, really good. We also have the African Forest body butters with all of the oils and the shea butters and the beeswax and things like that. We also have this tobacco flowers body wash. This is a very lovely scent. Like I've already told you guys a million times before, the one that I am currently using is called the pumpkin roll, I think, or something like that. And I absolutely love the smell of pumpkin. So that's the one that I'm using. Go ahead to the website, celestesnest.net. Use my code HOA for buy one, get one free. Now, today we have an interview with Sweet Life, Los Angeles. Okay, the new Baldwin Hills huntee. When I tell you that and Ultimate Girls Trip on Peacock, those two reality shows have been my favorite reality shows of the year of our Lord. So I'm super excited to have Robb and Myami on. And so we're going to get into some things. I hope we have them on. Now, before all of that, I definitely want to talk about Potomac. We have a lot of things going on with Potomac that I find to be really interesting. Some tidbits that I think would be nice for you guys to be aware of. So first things first, congratulations are in order because Candace Dillard-Bassett is definitely doing her thing. She was at the 2022 BET Soul Train Awards. Period. Miss Drive Back. I mean, it's giving leg. It's giving ponytail. It's giving highlight, contour, honey. Okay, we have the hoops. We have the skin. The skin is skinning. So she looks absolutely amazing. Shout out to Candace Dillard-Bassett. She deserves all of the success because she really has been working hard when it comes to her music career. And then, of course, we have Atlanta's own Miss Candy Burris Tucker with Escape. They look gorgeous as always. So congratulations to them for showing up and showing out and looking fabulous. Now, I also wanted to show you guys, okay, this episode of House Call is me showing you guys stuff. Speaking of outfits and who looks good on the red carpet, Escape looked really, really good. But I think Candace really killed it for me. You know what I mean? Like, I liked the way Candace's outfit looked. Now, I don't know what was going on in the midriff area. I don't know why she was covering that up. But she looked really, really fabulous nevertheless. Did y'all see this in last night's episode, Sunday night's episode of The Real Housewives of Potomac? Y'all saw this screenshot of Charisse and her confessional looking interesting. It's giving interesting. Now, y'all know I'm not going to drag these women on their looks, but listen, the eyelashes are definitely sliding, honey. The eyelashes are sliding. Mia's words, not mine, okay? I can just repeat what they say, but I don't have no opinion of my own. Oh, but speaking of this outfit, y'all, don't this look familiar? Don't this outfit look familiar? It's giving bitch stole my look, okay? Not to call the women bitches, but y'all get what the hell I'm saying. It's giving bitch stole my look. Who wore it better? Now, in my opinion, the Grand Dame is probably one of the better dressed women on the show. I mean, her wigs are always innovative. And when I say innovative, I mean, I feel like Karen stays to date with the times. And it's interesting because Karen is the oldest woman on the show, but I feel like her style, her wigs, her makeup is the most current, in my opinion. But who wore it better, child? Definitely Karen. I mean, Charisse looks good. I like Charisse's hair. But Charisse just always looks bored, okay? Like how the Dr. Heavenly Stands were saying, I just look so bored and I'm boring and I'm stale and I'm dry and I just wasn't here for her, allegedly. That's what y'all said. That's what Charisse gives me. When I'm looking at this picture, I just keep staring at it and I'm just like, she just looks like, can I go? Can I leave? Like, are we done yet? Ice Cube, are we there yet? Are we done yet? So Karen definitely wins this round, but y'all gotta let me know how y'all feel about it. I think Karen went on to Twitter or Instagram and said, Often imitated, never duplicated. I think that was her tagline for season 6 or something like that. So Karen definitely is that girl. And this isn't the first time they were seen, Charisse and Karen, in the same outfit. Karen wore the Fendi, the blue, baby blue Fendi. And then I think Charisse wore the baby pink Fendi. So yeah, great minds think alike, even though Karen don't really see it for Charisse. Okay, maybe they don't like each other because they're more alike than, than what, they like to lead on. However, a little bit of insight into their relationship. I know Karen wants to become a blogger, right? Karen has a YouTube channel now, and y'all know all the Bravo girls are trying to hop onto the bandwagon, okay? They see what Candy doing with Speak on it, and they want to do the same thing, child. They want to be the star of the show, and they want to commentate and be a blogger at the same time. So listen, it is what it is. Dr. Heavenly's doing it. Karen is doing it. Everybody's doing it. But on Karen's channel, she basically said she doesn't F with Charisse, and she's never going to F with Charisse. But I don't think she ever said like what the real tea was. So I need to go ahead and tune into Karen's channel. I'm going to check it out. Okay. I'm going to give Karen the views, and, I'm going to support. You know what I mean? Okay. What else did I want to talk about? I told y'all it was a lot of interesting things when it comes to Potomac. Now, y'all know that there's this conversation happening on social media. And I feel like this happens. This is a recurring theme every single year on this show. And I think it's interesting, the colorism subject. People think that in order to be a colorist or a racist or, a bigot, that you have to consciously dislike darker skinned folks, or you have to, people think that it's a conscious thing. And I don't think that people understand that a lot of colorist behavior, especially within the Black community, is subconscious. It's subconscious, meaning that you've been taught to move in this world a certain way, which naturally makes you build up these biases, which everybody has. There's no such thing as an unbiased person. We all have biases. Our biases are formed, through how we grow up, through our environments, what neighborhood we live in, our socioeconomic status, things like that. So we all have our biases. And sometimes, our subconscious controls our actions. And sometimes our behaviors are unexplainable because of our subconscious actions. And what I mean by the subconscious is that you don't think about it. Okay, you don't think about it. You don't think about it. Just like how Mary goes to the 7-Eleven. Mary, of course, being a Black woman, Mary doesn't think that she is anti-Black. But if she's clutching her pearls in front of the 7-Eleven, something happened to her to build up this bias where she feels like, well, when I see a whole bunch of Black men standing outside, I gotta be nervous, right? That's a bias. And so Mary, of course, isn't consciously being racist or anti-Black or colorist or whatever you want to call it, but she has a subconscious bias. I hope I'm making sense. So anyways, so when we talk about colorism, I think a lot of people think I'm just going to be shitty to the dark-skinned girls. Like, no, that's just not how that works. That's just, it's usually actions, our behaviors, our speech, and we do it and we don't even think about it. Okay? Now, with that being said, I'm not saying anybody on the show is colorist. The part where they wanted to stick Wendy and Candace in that room and then they wanted to do all that other stuff and they're constantly I just feel like it's a pile on this season. I'm not saying that it's colorist, but what I am saying is that it's suspect. Okay. Ashley has now come out and has basically said that I'm not a colorist. And her reasoning for her not being a colorist is because she's had issues with everybody on the show, light-skinned or dark.
So I really hate that I have to say anything about this and that I have to address this, but it seems to have just gotten way out of control. First and foremost, I am not a colorist. I know everyone wants to deem me that. They want to make all these accusations about me because of my own skin tone, but I don't claim that because that's not me. I feel like people forget that I have had issues or disagreements with every single woman on the show for whatever reason, for whatever thing that we disagreed upon at some point in time, irrespective of the hue of her skin. So I always start at 100 with people until you give me a reason to take it down. All right.
Okay.
That is all that has transpired. And I still care about the women on this show. And I hope that everyone, including them, knows that nothing that I will ever feel about you is because of your color of your skin.
Now, I don't know people's hearts, and I don't know people's minds, and I don't know how they grew up. I don't know how they was raised. I don't know what they was taught. And I don't know her intentions. I don't think Ashley is a colorist. I don't think she tries to be a colorist. But to play devil's advocate, most colorist people don't think that they colorist. Okay? Ever met a racist person who said, I'm not racist? I mean, did we all experience the same Cheeto in the White House talking about I'm the least racist person? Now, speaking of the girls and the dramas and stuff like that, I really don't understand what the issue is between Mia and Wendy this season. But apparently it has gone awry. So let's watch this.
Oh, look at the CEO. Hey,
Now, I really hope to God, that everybody that has something to say about Candace Diller Bassett flinging the lettuce onto Mia. Child, the cops are outside. They chasing somebody. It's a car chase. Everybody that had an issue with Candace Diller Bassett waving a knife. Everybody that had an issue with Robin charging at Wendy this season. Everybody that had an issue with Monique beating Candace's ass better have an issue with this. That's all I'm saying. Y'all better have an issue with it. I better see outrage. Everybody that had an issue with Portia. Miss Thing with the red wedding dress. Everybody that had an issue with Portia bucking if you knucking at Mama Gina. Everybody that had an issue with Portia, chasing after Jamie in the alleyway. Y'all better have an issue with Mia assaulting this woman. And a lot of folks have been saying, well, Wendy need to fight back. Wendy don't need to do shit. Wendy needs to let Mia look like a damn fool. And Wendy needs to remain calm because this whole woman has a job. Okay, now she's not only an entrepreneur. She works for herself. She has her own business, but she also has a job where she's employed by other people. And I'm sure there's a behavior clause. I'm sure there's a morality clause, right? So Wendy don't need to do shit. Don't get fired from Johns Hopkins University and do not lose your contract with the very skewed Fox News for Miss Mia Thornton. The girl making fun of Wendy for not going through with Peter Thomas's deal. Even though in my head, I feel like she's just thinking on it. Maybe she's having a lawyer look at it. How Sheree say, whatever happened to customer service? Y'all don't read the contracts. Anyways. Okay. So yeah, that was that. So yeah, y'all got to let me know how y'all feel about everything. Yeah, I think I'm going to go ahead and log out right here. If the interview goes through, I will insert it right here. Robb and Myami from Sweet Life LA. If not, I will see you guys a little bit later. Love you guys. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to create a great day. Bye. Hey guys, welcome back to the house. So today we have Sweet Life, Los Angeles stars, Robb with 2 B's, and Myami. What's going on?
What's up?
How you doing?
I'm good. So listen, you guys are on this show, this reality show on HBO. I like, when I describe it to everybody, I say that it's like the second coming to Baldwin Hills. It reminds me a lot of Baldwin Hills. And I love it. I'm obsessed. It's on HBO, produced by Issa Rae. Myami, you kind of guest starred in the first season. Can you tell us how you kind of got started on the show?
Um, just like how the world's seen it, PJ gave me a call. He's like, "Oh, the homegirl is having a party. Like, I feel like you get along with them. I want you to pull up with me." And I was like, "Cool, I like to turn up. I come with the good vibes, so I'm down." And then that's how it really happened.
Did you expect to be on the second season?
I did not. That's why I came with such a boom. I'm like, these girls will never see me again. And then here I go.
So how did they approach you for the second season?
They basically hit me up and asked me like, was I interested? I did like let them know once I was done filming, like how I can add to the show. And they like fucked with my pitch that I gave, but I didn't hear back from them like for months, so I didn't know if I was gonna come back or not. But yeah, they reached out. They were like, "Season 2 is a go. Are you ready?" I'm like, "Absolutely." I don't know what to expect. I haven't really talked to anybody, but this should be fun.
Okay. And so then in the second season, you kind of brought on Robb with two B's as backup. And how did that conversation go?
Basically, I just wanted to like intertwine my friend group with this group, and I wanted my friend, one of my closest friends, my best friend, to understand like why I'm even hanging out with these girls again. So I wanted him to see for himself like their vibe and if I'm overlooking anything. And he came and assessed them and had his own opinion.
Oof, hot, a little hot.
You came in very hot. What was your thought process? You were like, okay, I'm gonna just do it. Like, fuck it.
Honestly, kind of like what Myami said, like in my mind, I'm like, I'm never going to see these people again. So it's no big deal. So I was like checking them left and right,
Why did you think that?
You know what? I was just going for it. I was like, we gonna have this cute little lunch or whatever. I'm gonna check them, let them know not to fuck with my friend. And after that, Miami invited me to Mexico, and things went really left.
Okay. So basically, for those who don't know, the show is like about a group of friends, right? You guys are in LA, you guys are doing your thing. All of you guys are attractive. Y'all are so cute. You guys are entrepreneurs. So I want to play a little bit of a game. I'm going to say a name, and then you guys let me know the first word that comes to mind, okay?
Oh, okay.
Are you ready? Okay, so first we have Becky. First word to come to mind.
Complainer.
Oh.
Damn, I gotta hurry up. First word that comes to mind, I would say, believe it or not, when I look at Becky, I see innocence.
Okay.
Okay. Bree.
Emotional.
Stylish.
Thailand.
Don't know her.
Gangsta. She's really a gangster, for real.
Okay, she definitely is boss, is what I would say.
Yes, a boss for sure.
What about AQ?
Flamboyant.
Oh.
I would say
shady. You're so shady.
AQ. No, I can't say that.
You got to be honest, Myami.
Different.
Now, you liked him at one point, did you not?
I was just, shopping around my options. Usually, like, what I normally go for just is really bad for me. So I'm like, let me try something that's not typically my type. And I tried it.
Okay, would Marcus typically be your type? Another guy on
No,
the show?
I was just on a roll with just going outside of my type. You guys got to see.
I love that. Okay, what about Cheryl?
Oh, gorgeous.
She's actually really pretty.
Yeah.
She's very pretty. I'll say that as well.
Okay, and what about Amanda? What are y'all can do more than one word for Amanda. I really want to know y'all's thoughts on Amanda, because I kind of feel like Amanda was trying it and she never. We always talk about being held accountable. She was never held accountable.
I just think that Amanda has, how she mentioned she's the only child, so she shows that a lot in her like relationships. So she's kind of like spoiled. If I had like one way to put it, it's like a spoiled like not a, I guess like a spoiled brat mentality, but she has her cool moments. So it's just like it's interesting. That's all I
What
can say.
about you, Rob?
You know what? Those are Miami's friends. I don't know Amanda.
You met
No.
her one time, right?
Hey, shook her hand, said hi, kept it pushing.
Yikes.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys didn't really interact, huh?
No, not at all.
No.
Not at
So
all.
yeah.
So there was a storyline where basically you guys went to New York. I think that was like my favorite episode. The Trits were my favorite episode. And it was like a room situation. So you, Miami, you met the girls in the first season in Palm Springs, and it was a big old drama because PJ was bringing you around, and he had a thing with Becky, and they had their thing going on. Then we get to New York, and you're getting more cool with the girls, and you got the plug with the house in Harlem, and yet you got to share a room with Candace in the basement. Amanda didn't give up her room. Then Amanda plans the trip to Mexico, and she gives you the bunk bedroom. So were you feeling the ways about that towards Amanda? Because I feel like that was never brought up.
Yeah, I definitely was feeling a way towards that, but I'm kind of like, we're on vacation. Like, I don't go on vacation to stay in a room. So if you want to use that to throw jabs, then that's on you. But like, I'm trying to see what's outside these rooms. So I'm not really tripping. Like, it is what it is. But now I know if I'm in charge of a house in the future, I'm going to tell people where they're going to lay their head at. Okay.
Okay. So who are you close with today?
Today, I have a really good relationship with Becky. Of course, Cheryl's just been like on her grind, so I don't get to see her as often. And Thailand, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, and Candace too. I love Candace. I'm with her a lot.
Okay, but not Amanda.
I see Amanda too. I do see her.
Riddle me this. What's going on with Cheryl? I kind of feel like she did not want to be on the show last season. Did you notice that?
I just think that she was just so like, I'm trying to push my brand out here. Like she's really focused on her brand, and that's like her number one priority right now in her life. So that's probably like what came across, because she was like really working. Like, how you guys seen her brand was put in a storefront and all of that. Like, she is making major boss moves.
Okay, and speaking of boss moves, what do you do outside of the show?
So I'm a paralegal, and I also own my own business. It's a teeth whitening business, and proceeds go to running water in rural countries, like infiltration systems in schools, like in Africa. Now we're going to be doing like South America and stuff like that.
What about you, Rob? What you got going on?
I'm working all over Los Angeles, anywhere between WeHo, Soho, all that.
Oh, wow.
So pull up and give some tips.
Yes.
Get drunk with me.
I'm gonna have to come out there in LA. So are we gonna see more of, are you coming back for a season 3? Is there a season 3?
We don't know yet.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. So let me get into these storylines, because y'all had a lot going on. The second season, in my personal opinion, y'all are the two to me that spiced up, because the show was good in the first season, but I thought it was kind of like subtle. You guys came in and really like pepped it up a lot. So big ups for that. There was a situation where, let's see, you and Becky had a falling out in the first season, but then you kind of like became friends a little bit, which I thought was so nice. Tell us more about that.
Like I said, like the word that I used to describe her is like innocent. Once I had that talk with her in front of her house, I was like, she needs a friend more than she needs an enemy. So I just went about it the grown up way, because I'm a grown ass bitch. And I was like, let's just put away our differences. Like, you're not even dating this man. I was never dating this man. We really don't have any real beef for real. So let's just put it behind us and move forward. And now she's my girl.
Right. So because you were in the outs, you brought on your BFF, Robb with 2 B's. And Robb, in that first scene, you were coming for the girls. And I was so excited. I was like, yes, come with it. But you were coming for Becky and Bree pretty hard. Why?
Honestly, I'm just a loyal ass person. I didn't hear good things about them, so I was like, I'm gonna stand on that. And I just really didn't fuck with them. I didn't fuck with their vibe. I didn't fuck with what Miami had told me about them, I was over them.
Even after the scene was wrapped up, you were like not feeling them still?
No, I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that. I was like, all right, we came to a mutual agreement that, they've changed a lot since, Miami first met them. So I gave them a little bit of a break after that, but I was still weary of them.
Okay. We like you standing up for Miami. Miami definitely needed backup. But then Miami invites you to Mexico. Okay. And I wrote down some quotes. This is what
Okay.
folks said about
Oh
you.
shit.
Cheryl said, and this is a hard one. Cheryl said, Rob just says shit to get under people's skin, trying to get a reaction. Him coming around the friend group with all the energy and shadiness is unnecessary. Bree said at the dinner table while you guys were in Mexico that you are going a little hard and you ruined the mood. Gerald said that you're making everybody feel uncomfortable. Tylen said, I don't give a F what he has to say at this table. And then AQ said, you're coming in way too hot. Uh-oh. We lost Miami. They did not like you.
Y'all see me?
No.
No.
Where'd you go?
First and foremost, I did not know that
Yeah.
they said, wow.
Yeah, it was on the show. I just wrote down
Wow.
quotes from the show. They said all of that. Gerald said you're making everybody feel uncomfortable and all of that. So I want to get your response because you never had a confessional or anything.
You know what? I know, right? But honestly, my response to all that is, I really don't give a fuck. Like, they were boring. I was off the tequila. I was drunk, obviously. It's not that big of a deal. They're sensitive. They're very, very, very fucking sensitive.
But Rob, this is a friend group. So
Not my friend.
they're going to be sensitive and they're going to be defensive, especially you as the new person coming in, like basically reading everybody down.
This is true. But honestly, like, I was just sticking up for my friend. I can't help it.
Now, I loved every second of it because I'm messy, but I was like, in my head, I was like, Rob, I'm going to need you to bring it on down because we need you to come back. You got to befriend some of these folks so that you can come back and then continue to like spill the tea and bring us the mess the next season. No, that should have been the strategy.
Well,
Yeah,
he's going to be my friend to the day that we die, so it is what it is. But I feel like they will get accustomed to the fact that he's just straightforward. I think they're not used to that, like people that are just as blunt as us. They're like, wait, hold on. But eventually they'll learn to love it. Right.
Because they did learn to love you.
Yeah.
I think the fans did too.
Yeah, they did. Because at first they were not fucking with me. They were like, yeah.
So, and then at the Mexico trip, there was also a situation where AQ said something about you, and then you said that you would beat his ass. Well, Rob, you be out here fighting.
I do.
You used to. All right, and then the next day, y'all chilling. Everybody's just drinking tequila shots. You get rushed to the back room by one of the producers and they say, you gotta go. And then I went
packing.
Say it again.
They sent me packing.
Right. Then I went straight to Twitter because I was like, oh my God, this is scandalous. What's going on? Let me get the tea. So I went to Twitter and then I know somebody on the set. So I went to texting. I'm like, girl, what didn't happen? Do you want to share what happened? Because we want to know. I feel like that's the mystery of the season.
I have a past. I used to fight a lot. That's about I could tell you. So yeah, that's why I went home. I had to go.
So it was something violent on your background check.
Yes.
And now I'm trying to figure out why they did not check the background check before you started filming. You don't know?
Aaron, I don't know.
Now, Myami, did you know about this? Did you know about this past?
Now I do.
How long have y'all known each other?
How long has it been?
It's been a cool minute.
Yeah. It's been years. I say like
Years.
5 years.
Okay, how did y'all meet?
You gonna tell him? You can tell him.
At the club.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
I'm a very friendly person. We met off the liquor, exchanged social medias, and she ain't
It
been
was a
able.
wrap.
Now y'all both from LA?
Yeah, we are.
Okay. So y'all met at the club. So Myami, you ain't know that Robb liked to fight. I don't believe you.
I know that he likes to, tussle with the words, but I didn't know it got a little physical sometimes. I've never witnessed it, so.
Okay. So when he said that I'll beat your ass to the biggest guy on the trip, did you really think that Robb was gonna beat his ass?
You know what? Do not underestimate him by his size, though, because the little ones be knowing how to throw them bows.
That's true.
So, yeah.
That's true. Yeah.
I
But
wouldn't be shocked if he actually did.
Child. But you said that kind of turned you on when what's his name? AQ, when he was going back and forth with your best friend. I'm thinking you're gonna take the side of Robb and you in the confessional talk about, ooh, I'm getting turned on. So what happened? So you just didn't like him? Like just
I just didn't know, like, I like more masculine men, you know what I'm saying? Like,
okay.
just the way that they carry themselves, like when they cop attitudes, I would like it to be handled in a certain manner and style wise. Like, I don't want to look like we shop in the same section. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's just certain things. There's just certain things that I like in a man, and he's a good friend though. Good person, good friend.
And okay, y'all are still friends.
Yeah, we're still friends.
Okay. Are you still
Yeah.
friends with Marcus?
Yeah, I'm still friends with Marcus. Like, we're all cool.
So were you ever into him? Because I feel like that was kind of unclear.
I was just bored.
Okay.
Yeah.
So who are you dating? Are you dating now?
I am. Yeah, people are dating me.
Now people are dating me. That is so cute. I love that. Robb, are you dating?
I'm single. I'm big single.
What is that? So are you dating? You can be dating and single.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I guess technically
We're not gonna blow your spot up.
you know, happen. People hit me on Instagram.
Say it again.
I said I don't need that happen. I don't need people hitting me up on Instagram.
I got you. I got you. Now at the end of the season, I think it was the finale. Myami, we saw you with yet another guy. I was like, Myami better do it. Y'all are friends. I feel like y'all broke up too.
Yeah, I mean, like, we're really good. Like, I can be friends with people, but it's just like a lot of these men are missing that oomph that I need. I need you to be like way more. I don't know. They're men, but like I need them to be more masculine and like more like alpha men. I like alpha men. So, yeah,
So you need
yeah.
Go ahead.
That situation didn't work out, but he's like super cool. Like, we still hit each other up, check on each other periodically. Like, that's my dog.
Okay, so you need an alpha man. What else are we looking for?
Someone who has their shit together, a sense of humor,
Okay.
It's just Mr. Perfect shit.
Okay, Mr. Perfect. Robb, are you into like the same type of men, masculine?
100%.
Okay.
100.
No films.
No, not my thing. Not my thing. I'm feeling for both of us, so it's just.
Say it again.
I said I'm feeling for the both of us, so that's just really not my thing.
Okay. Why wasn't there a reunion? I feel like if there was a time, if any season needed a reunion, it was this season. Why do y'all think there was no reunion?
Just to keep people on their toes and wanting to like know what's next for the next season. If like, that's permitted to us, we still don't know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I think the show ended off with like a lot of like crying and a lot of heartbreak. A lot of the couples were really going through it. Myami is just like getting them in and getting them out. Robb, you got kicked off the show. And then we were all left in shambles when, the couple started having their issues. So I want to know y'all's thoughts. Robb, do you watch the show?
Yeah.
Okay, I want to know y'all's thoughts on Batiri and Bree.
You want to go first? I got something to say.
Nah, you can go. If you got something to say.
Kateri is fine as hell, and Bree fumbled.
Damn. Why do you think she did though? I think Thailand and them was influencing her, and then got upset with Kaylin that he influenced her relationship. So I thought that was ironic.
Well, I think a lot of people missed like Bree's message in it all when she was saying like, you only have this energy when you see me, but when you're on the other side of the country, like I don't hear from you. You know.
Mm.
So that's like her reason. It's just kind of like, don't play in my face and then not fuck with me like when I'm not. You know, it's like out of sight, out of mind situation. But even though Pateri's a good dude, he just like long distance, that might not be his thing. You know, he needs to be in your face to really like date you for real.
Do you think that he was doing the extraness for the cameras?
I think he was just doing the right thing, like when it came to showing somebody that they do fuck with them. He might not be able to express it in any other manner. Like it's probably hard for him to do it through his words. He's more of a guy who does it through his actions, and that's what was shown, you know?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, nice diplomatic answer.
I'm not that
Thought
messy.
you're not. You're not. No, you're super sweet. Both of you guys are. Thoughts on Tylen and Jalen and Kaylin and Candace and that drama? For those who don't know, Tylen feels as though what's his name? Kaylin influenced Jalen on not proposing. Thoughts on that?
I just think that Jalen is a grown ass man, and his cousin was just coming to him like from what he felt, but like Jalen can follow whatever the fuck he really wants to at the end of the day, you know?
Okay.
Because I tell my cousin shit about like her dudes, and she either follows it or she doesn't. Like she's grown.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thoughts, Rob? No thoughts.
You know, I agree. We're gonna do what we're gonna do at the end of the day. So him listening to his cousin or being easily influenced is kind of funny.
All right. So Myami, now that you and Becky are good Judies, you gotta look out after her. She ended up, I guess, with PJ at the end, which kind of threw me for a loop because I thought they were done. I kind of felt like their divide caused a lot of the drama, but you know, whatever. Thoughts on her getting back with PJ?
I just think that they were just caught up in a moment for real. I don't know like how she really feels about it. We don't really talk about him or that situation whatsoever. I think it's because it's such a like awkward situation. But I just think that they were just lit and enjoying the vibes, and I don't blame them. Shit.
Okay. Rob, you wasn't here for it. I know you wasn't here for it. You was like, I think you said something like he didn't want you. I think you said that to her face, and I was like, Rob, no.
Drunk Rob, not a good person, but so were me. I promise, I'm the opposite. But I definitely did say that to her.
Were you drunk in all those scenes?
I'm always drunk, but I'm sober right now.
I just found it to be so funny how y'all were in that store trying on the bikinis, and Cheryl was looking at you like, who is this? Why are you here? He's messy. I don't like. Cheryl was not here for you.
No. Oh, she does not fuck with me. She does not.
A lot of the folks want to know, like, did the producers like push you to be like that?
No.
Okay, so that was 100% you. That's just who you are.
Drunk Rob, that's who Drunk Rob is.
Okay. Well, maybe if they bring you back, we can see sober Rob.
Most definitely. Well, no, I don't know about that. I'll still be drunk.
So I don't know. Did I ask? Would you guys? I know y'all said that we don't know about a third season, but would you come back for a third season?
Absolutely.
Okay. And how has the whole experience been? Like filming? Like, is it weird? Like having conversations and like having these meetups on camera?
Definitely, because you don't, you know, we live in a sensitive time, so you don't know like if something you say is gonna trigger a certain audience. Like it's kind of like you have to be mindful, but still in the moment, and it's definitely a challenge. It's not easy at all.
Rob, was it weird for you?
Extremely weird. I think that's why I drank so much.
I was the show drinking with you. Not gonna lie.
Wow. Yeah, I can imagine. So how has the feedback been, like on social media and stuff like that?
It's been pretty good for me. You know, people are kind of like, she's lit. She's not like as messy as we thought she was. She just don't play that shit. And I'm like, okay, now y'all are seeing me for me, so I'm fucking with it.
Mm-hmm. What about you, Rob?
Um,
What the DMs look like?
Twitter has been extremely rude to me, but honestly, I really don't give a fuck. All the bad comments, I like just as much as the good comments.
Okay. You really do keep that same energy. I'm just so fascinated.
Yeah,
I really am.
fuck.
Has the money gone up? Have you all had any like opportunities? Like, what do you want to see come from y'all being on the show?
I definitely would love like some endorsements, for sure. People have reached out, but I really have a bad habit of not checking my requested DMs, so I don't know what's up in there, for real. But
Myami, you
yeah,
have to.
I know. I'm gonna do that tonight, for real.
Mm-hmm. Okay. What about you, Rob? I'm trying to campaign for you.
Thank you.
I'm trying to campaign for you. We need you back,
You
Myami.
know
You
what?
better bring him on for every scene.
Yes, yes, yes.
I love you.
I don't
Thank
think
you.
anybody's ready for what I'm always shocked, and I'm not one of those people that ever gets speechless about something. But every time he talks, I don't know what the fuck to say. I just laugh.
Yes, you're very funny. Is there anything you want to like bring to the show? Any facet of your life that you feel like hasn't been shown that you want to like really push out there if you come back?
I am a I like to party. I'm normally the life of the party. You could put me in the room with 100 people, and I'm going to be the one to stand out. So I just want, you know, live up things. Everything doesn't have to be too, emotional all the time. Like, let's take shots at fun. Let's dance. Stop crying. Stop all that the sad shit.
And stop calling people Mr. Sociopaths.
Oh my god.
Pouring salt on wounds. A mess. You
Lord.
knew what you was doing.
You know what? Like I said, they're very sensitive because to me, that is not that big of a deal. But, it is what it is.
But I'm glad you guys had each other's backs. Like y'all never like when they were all coming for Rob at the table in Mexico, Myami was like, listen, this is my friend. He's here for me. This is what he's here to do. And I loved how y'all like did not waver on that.
No, I'm gonna stand 10 toes down every time.
I
Period.
love
And that's why
that.
I love you.
Yeah, that's all I
Oh,
can
all right. Well, thank you guys for doing this. I really do appreciate. I love the show. I'm really hoping y'all come back. And yo, we need both of y'all, dynamic duo.
Make
Yeah.
sure you tell more people to tap in. We want to see
Yes.
people tweeting about it forever.
Yes, it was juicy. So as long as y'all keep the storylines going, like I feel like this season was definitely bigger than the first. So I feel
Yes.
like it's slowly but surely getting there.
Yeah,
Yes.
I agree.
All right.
Episode 6 through 8.
Bye.
Yeah.
Bye. Episode 6 through 8 plus a little bit of 3 or 4 whenever y'all went to New York. Those were
Yeah.
the best episodes.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
All right, y'all. So thank you. I appreciate it. Oh, social medias. Y'all want to shout anything out?
Yes, you can follow me on every social media app under A Tour of Myami, and the first I in Miami is Y. I'm sorry, the first I in Miami is a Y because why not? So
We love it. We love it.
And my social medias on everything is Suck My Rob. So that's Rob with 2 B's, by the way.
What that mean?
You
Child. All right. Thank y'all. Appreciate it.
for sure.
okay.
Bye.
Bye.